Hi everybody, I am doing this video for a boot camp that I'm in right now on day 5, and the point of it is to let you get to know me a little bit. I made a lot of friends lately, and I just thought it would be kind of nice to show some of my passions. And one of the things I'm super passionate about, for those of you that do know me, is animals and animal rescues and pets. So I thought it would be fun to do a short video and tell you a little bit about our pet experience in our family. So when we first got married, my husband Rob was like, no, I don't want any animals, and I really wanted to get a pet because I hadn't been able to have one when I was single because I was flying and I wasn't home for it. So I wanted to get a cat, but he said no. The only way he would get a cat is if it was a tailless cat. So anyways, as we all know, God in the universe works in mysterious ways. I went on a trip. It was right around our first anniversary. And wouldn't you know, there was a girl on my trip that actually, her cat had kittens, and she had one cat that was a Manx, a tailless cat left, and she said I could have it. So I came home from my 3-day trip and said, happy anniversary, and handed my husband a little kitten, which he said, you are the only person I know in the world that could go on a 3-day trip and come home with an animal. But anyway, so that was our first pet, and her name was Mufasa because we thought she was a boy, but she ended up being a girl. Sadly, she only lived about 4 years, and then she had a hereditary disease, and unfortunately we had to put her to sleep. So then my husband said no more animals at that time. We had 2 little boys now. They were around 3 and 1, and springtime rolled around, and Mufasa had been passed away for about 6 months, and a stray cat had kittens in my neighbor's woodpile. So of course I just had to say, well, I'll take one if you can catch them. So my husband was at work, and my neighbor came over holding this little teeny feral kitten that was definitely feral, and he was like, okay, where do you want it? I caught it. Needless to say, I had to put it in a garbage can because the thing was feral, and my husband was freaking out at work, and I took it to the vet, and there's my dog right now. Took it to the vet, and we ended up with this little feral kitten that we tamed, and we had her for 14 years until she just recently passed away. And then my husband said, no more pets for a while, we're done. Well, when my kids got to be around 10 and 12, they wanted a dog. So I was like, oh, we should rescue it. We should rescue a dog. I definitely want to rescue a dog. Nope, no animals, no more animals. Well, my husband went on a business trip. If you can see the pattern here, he doesn't have much say. And it was actually my son's 10th birthday to the day. I had been looking, and we had been going to the shelters and hadn't found one. And I went on the website, and there was 3 little dogs because we were looking for a smaller one. So when they got off the school bus that day, we went to the SPCA and we found Saber, which is the dog we have now. And he ended up having some issues. He was a stray, so they didn't know much about him. But he was about 7 months old, and we brought him home. Unfortunately, we ended up finding out he had been abused and he had some issues. But I think he was brought into our life for a reason, because I was determined that he was not going back to the shelter because I knew they would put him to sleep. And we did all kinds of training with them, and as you can hear in the background, we still have him. And he's our wonderful little dog. So that is my story about my pets and a little bit about my love, which is animals. So thanks for watching this, and I can't wait to get to know you guys better.